Guys, and welcome to Chengi's World. Guys, I'm so happy to have you here. I am having fun trying out my hats. I love hats. Hats are my thing. I love hats. I have so many. I got a bag full of hats, and when it's winter time like now, I'm all about the hatology, okay? Because you know they just bring the sparkle, you know what I mean? So I hope that you guys enjoy my videos, and I want to say to you guys, meet me on Instagram and Facebook at Chengi's World. Make sure that you subscribe if you're new to this channel. Welcome to Chengi's World. You're very, very welcome. Welcome to this crazy, amazing, warm, loving family. I mean, this is the place called belonging. I tell you, I am in love with you guys, and we just have this thing going on. So if you want to be part of this party, part of this energy, and you want to be world class, and you want to be that girl, make sure you subscribe, or that guy, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share, and let's get this party started. So today's video, it came from a conversation I was having with one of my little sis from this channel, and she knows who she is. And basically, she was sharing a situation where she met a guy. It was near a Christmassy kind of New Year's, and they had a great rapport, great connection. And really, I think subliminally, she was expecting him to just make her special around that time. She wasn't consciously thinking it, but I think she would have liked for his words to have transmitted into the action of making and doing something special with her on New Year's. And I was talking to her and trying to bring her to a place of understanding that she was in no way, shape or form in a position to expect to be his priority, and that, you know, the time span that they met does not give her really the right to be upset that he chose his friends over her. But that just rose an issue that I had, and a thought that I had for a video many months ago. And sometimes I have these thoughts and they're really prevalent, but by the time I sit down in front of the camera, other things have come to the fore and seem more relevant at the time. But I knew that I needed to do this video because there's so many of us like that, because I used to be like that. I used to be that girl who would meet a guy close to my birthday, maybe a month before my birthday. He would know it's my birthday, and I remember this guy buying, you know, our birthdays were like a week apart, and I sent him a beautiful card with a nice message, and I think maybe a little praise, or it was just a card, I think. And he sent me a card on my birthday, and it didn't even say happy birthday. It was like a black card with, or gray, really cloudy, not so nice card, and had, you know, WTF and an arrow to some strange creature. And I think he thought it would be funny. I have no idea what he was thinking, but I remember feeling like, what? I mean, really? We have been talking for a while now, because it was a long distance relationship. And I was just feeling like, we've been talking a while now, we've been doing this a while, and you can't even bother to get a happy birthday. I was incensed. I was so angry with him. But I didn't realize then what I know now, because now I'm wiser, smarter, more experienced. I know what I'm doing, okay? And basically, you know, I was really sort of, really upset with him. And it happened quite a lot as well with the other guys that I met. It seems to happen a lot where I would have a special day and that guy would disappear. It was Valentine's. We'd be seeing each other for a day, a few months, a month or two, and he would sort of disappear, start to fade away around Valentine's, because obviously he didn't want to be my Valentine. And I would be also hurt because I would have bought his present a week into meeting him, because he might be the guy, because he said all the nice and the right things. So I would buy him a present, and then I would leave it for him, you know, and then on Valentine's I'd be ready, but he's disappeared, right? So some of us get into this scenario and into this situation where we expect too much too soon. And I need to just be very clear to you that the emotions, especially of a guy, do not develop as quickly as they do for us. For us, we meet a guy, we're in love, we love him, oh my God, we're gonna have his babies, we're gonna wear his wedding dress, we know we're gonna marry. We've worked out our whole future with this guy, and turns out he's just having a good time. Why? Because a man's really not going to check his emotional database as quickly and as early as as we do as women, and we don't understand that. So we put these unrealistic expectations because it's near a time of celebration. It's near Valentine's, it's near Christmas, it's near New Year's. He should be thoughtful, he should be intuitive. But the truth is, he just doesn't feel those emotions in the deep way that he would have to in order for him to make it special. So what I'm saying is, it's not just about a gift on Valentine's. It's expecting him to stop hanging out with his guy friends because you're free this weekend and you've been talking and texting each other for a month. So now he shouldn't hang out with his guy friends? Like, I'm really getting annoyed, and I used to get annoyed because like, we're having a good time, we're having a party, you call me every day, we enjoy each other's company, I'm free this weekend, you haven't asked me out, and then I check your whatever, I call you one weekend and you're out with your boys, like having a good time with your boys, and I'm thinking, how about me? Like, shouldn't we be doing something? I mean, you've had your boys all your life, shouldn't you be prioritizing me? And I would go crazy. I would bring on the drama, tell him about himself, and this guy would be like, what have I done? And I remember this guy saying, look, I just want to be with a woman who's got issues with me being with my guy friends. But I was like crazy incensed, like, how dare you? Like, you know, I only ever have 2 weekends off because I've got Josh every other weekend. And those weekends you can hang out with your guy friends. When I've got Josh, you know, you can organize your life around my situation, right? Because we've just met and you should be giving me attention. You should be showing me some affection. And the truth of the matter is, now that I'm older and wiser, I realize that I was actually, that ask was inappropriate. That ask was completely inappropriate. I could not expect a guy I've just met, been talking to for a month, to begin to restructure his whole life around me, because a truly high value guy, a truly a guy who is balanced, who is not going to try and control you, or who's not going to try and manipulate you, a guy that has good balance is always going to keep his life in balance. He's not going to neglect his friends, neglect if he's got kids, his kids, or whatever, for a woman he's just met, right? He will do that eventually, not neglect, but he will begin to change his priorities when he has checked in to his connection enough, when he thinks, I'm this connected to this woman, she is that kind of girl, and I want to be with somebody like her, then he will begin to reprioritize his life. He will begin to say to his guy friends, look, when my girl's with her son, we can meet up then. Or, you know, if he's got kids, when Chengi's with her son, I'll be with my kids, you know, so that when she has a free weekend, I'll have a free weekend. If I've got a job to do, usually if I work weekends, then I'll make sure that these 2 weekends the Chengi's free, you know, those will be the weekends that I can see her. But that doesn't happen in the first 3 months. I believe that the first 3 months are the gestation months. Those are the months where a pregnant woman doesn't even show, okay? There's no showing. After 3 months, and those are the difficult, she's throwing up, she's going through the changes, the hormones are everywhere. The first 3 months are the uncomfortable months, the negotiation months. They're the months where you have to figure out if this is good enough for you. They're not the greatest of months, but those months will allow you guys to come into an understanding and expecting that guy to bring, to be, you know, this thing is almost like a pregnant woman expecting to give birth to a full-grown baby after 3 months. Within that 3-month cycle, baby, you just got pregnant. Okay, this relationship is just being conceived, and you need to allow it to you need to allow this guy to take his time, and to work it out the way he wants to work it. But don't go changing your life either. Stick to your friends. Do the things that you've always done. And when he asks you out for a date and you happen to be available, make yourself available. Don't go canceling your friends, because the truth is he's not going to cancel his friends. Now, don't get me wrong. You've got to use wisdom. There's no point in, you know, your guy's busy, you know that he only has 1 weekend off or whatever, and you're like, I'm with my friends. Okay, we're talking about being realistic. If you know your guy's busy and he genuinely gives you time, attention, affection, he calls you, he's always texting, he's always inquiring after you, making sure you're safe, he's there emotionally and he's there in his actions, but he just can't see you as much as he can, then make that effort. You know, today, okay girls, I can't meet up with you, or I can meet up with you and then I have to leave early. You know, make a concession, but don't make it a habit. When you meet a guy, you clear out your schedule. That's what I used to do. I'd meet up a guy, and if we got on in the first week and the banter was good, I'd clear out my schedule. I'll start booking a childminder, a babysitter for Josh. I'll start to do all of these things, and then I'll find myself with a childminder and all these this setup where I am available. Okay, and he's just not seeming to be interested, and I'm getting annoyed. So this is my message to you, is the first 3 months you are not entitled to, and it's inappropriate for you to think that just because it's your birthday, Christmas, or New Year's, or he shouldn't be with his friends, or he should reprioritize you, or he should do anything that would ordinarily be done by an established couple, or a relationship that is being established. Chances are he's probably dating other people in those 3 months. If he's not dating people in those 3 months, he's probably working very, very hard at something. Okay, so those 3 months, a guy that is balanced and whole and high value is not just going to chuck everything away to put you in there, but he will begin to prioritize you as he begins to prove you and decide that, you know what, you're good. And that goes for guys as well. You know, a good high value woman is not just going to throw everything away, because she's got something, she's building a life that she believes in, and that's good, because she's not going to make you her world. So it's really important that we don't ask for too much too soon, prematurely. So that's from me to you guys, saying, keep it real, get your life, girl and boy. Okay, and I'll see you on Instagram, Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so I know it's for real. Love you guys. Mwah!